So we here in Uganda.
Yeah, yeah.
You are our host, our guide. What's your name, my brother?
My name?
Your African name.
Kakembo.
Kakimbo.
Yeah.
All right, my brother Kakimbo, and you are Ugandan.
Yes, I'm a Muganda by choice.
Uganda. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in asking you this. From my understanding,
Yeah.
the strongest group in Uganda at the time of the slave trade were the Ugandan kingdom.
Yeah.
And from what I'm understanding, some of the Ugandan kings were instrumental in supporting the slave trade and enslavement of the other brothers and sisters
Yes.
in Uganda.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Is that something that's taught in history here in Uganda?
Actually, they talk about history. I mean, the history about slavery in general, but they don't put it to Buganda Kingdom. Yet most of the slaves were taken from here because our kings they had a lot of people and they wanted to get a lot of wealth from these the Arab traders, those people who wanted to take slaves. So they could get lots of wealth from these people and then they give away their people. So actually,
So did they give away Ugandan people, or
Yes.
did they go to other kingdoms?
Mostly here in Uganda.
So it was their own Ugandan. So it was people that wasn't associated with the royal family, just
Not with the royal family, but the
local people.
The local people.
So they betrayed their local people.
Yeah, to get wealth, like different things like clothes, mirrors, and other things that you may seem to be a bit simple.
They were simple, but they didn't have them. So
They didn't have them, so they could take them as treasure. So
Do-
they,
from your understanding, did they know what was going to happen to their people once they sold them?
yeah, they knew that they were taking these people to work without being paid.
Okay.
But for them, all they wanted is to get whatever they wanted.
Okay.
Yeah, because our kings always took their subjects as slaves already. They are even now we take ourselves as slaves to the king, though it's just formal. But during those days, the people were not looked at as very important in the society, so they could just let them go like that.
So let me ask you, in a society, even though the people weren't looked at as very important, could you just go rape a woman? Can you just go rape a woman?
No, that's quite different because it was a taboo. It was not acceptable in the community. But slavery was not a big issue.
Okay, so for the idea of the slavery as just a person that works and is beholden to a person, it wasn't the idea of torturing them,
No,
raping them,
no,
mutilating them,
no.
taking them from their families.
Yeah, that with they could do like some kind of psychological torture there, but they did not think a lot about that because they could just sell the people as property. See?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like getting rid of your television set. So you don't get hurt, you get this money because you need it, and you don't mind what's going to happen to you.
So as a Bugandan,
Yeah.
knowing that some of your ancestors, well, all of our ancestors, but that somebody might be directly one of your ancestors may have participated in that process, is that you were saying that kind of feels.
Yeah, that's makes me feel guilty. That's why in all the history that we talk about to the people like you, we don't talk about that part of slavery because you know that I'm here because maybe one of my ancestors was a chief and he participated in selling. So I feel guilty. I would feel guilty when I start telling you about the slavery part of the history. So we tend not to say about that. Myself, I don't feel good when I talk about slavery because I feel like I'm responsible for you being out of your continent. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, as a black man who's here, African, who's back here,
Yeah.
the Europeans came, they pulled us out.
Yeah.
Some of us contributed to that, but now we come back across seas and we're back together again, my brother.
That's nice. We'll be back.
Yes,
Better you stay, don't go back.
Yes, we're gonna rebuild Africa and we're gonna save our race.
That's cool. That's
All
cool.
right. Good talking to you, my brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.